Hey, what's going on guys? Welcome back to another video, and today we're going to go over 10 things that might surprise you in Borderlands 4. My goal for this series is to show 10 things that are not like too obvious, like more of the hidden stuff in the game. And yeah, let's go ahead and jump right into it. For the first one, I stumbled upon this myself and I was like, wait, that's a thing? I had no idea. So as you know, we have rep kits in this game. You use them, you get healing, everybody knows that. But what happens if you don't have one? Like you just have nothing on your slot? Well, we can still use a rep kit. We're defaulted to a TD white rarity rep kit. And the stats on this, if you look on the right side, are 2231 healing and 18-second cooldown. So even though we don't have a rep kit, we are defaulted to a really bad rep kit. Also, I don't know for sure, but I think that the rep kit healing is based on your level for the white rarity. Because there's no way you get 2000 healing at level 1. That just wouldn't make sense. So since we're level 50, we get 2231 healing. Pretty cool. For the next one, some of you guys might know about this one. When you start a new character and Echo 4 comes in and tries to boot up your heads-up display, you might notice for a few frames you will see something interesting in the lower corner. Each time Echo 4 takes a chomp at the defects of your HUD, in the lower left-hand corner you will see a throwback to Borderlands 1, 2, and 3. You will see Roland's action skill bar, you will see Krieg's action skill bar, and then you will see a Borderlands 3 shield and health bar. And if you look at the bottom, middle, and the right side, you can also see your ammo count and your XP bars from the previous games. Very cool detail. For the next one, this also takes place in the prologue of the game at the very beginning. So, as you know, you have to fight these order enemies right over here. But there is a cool hidden chest in a very, remote area. So, what you want to do is come over here to this, red thing. And you're going to jump on it, do a back jump, and then double jump up. And you can get up here on this, little platform. Around the corner is a hidden starter chest. Yes. When I stumbled upon this, I was just like, holy crap, wait, what? It's literally just a chest, but when I see, cool hidden chests like this, it gives me a, Borderlands 1 throwback. Because, bro, the loot chests in that game are well hidden. So, next time you do a playthrough, go ahead and get up here and get a, starter pistol. It will always be Jacob Sawyer Daedalus. Did you guys know that Amara was not meant to be in Borderlands 4 at all? In fact, in development, this was supposed to be Ava. You know, Ava from Borderlands 3. And this can't be confirmed in the code. A lot of sections in the game where you go to Sanctuary, or the Fallen Sanctuary, they all reference Ava, not Amara. So adult Ava was supposed to help us during the Vile Lictor segment. She was supposed to lose her arm. But after the major backlash of Ava in Borderlands 3, sometime during development, they switched out for Amara. Honestly, a pretty good call. For the next one, I'm going to give credit to Lewis78. He was the one who showed me this. So if you've ever played Harlow, you might have noticed her class mods have this, orb in the middle. That is not just any orb. It is a globe. And not just a globe. It is a globe of Kairos. The entirety of Kairos. More than you can go in the base game. And just to really prove it, you can come to the Elpis Orbital Shatter Field and look in the background, and all of the landmasses will match up. That is Kairos. I think this is quite fitting for Harlow, and I love the reference. Next up, this one's quite simple, but it can be helpful if you're in a sticky situation. So, when you are inside of a vendor, you are actually invincible. So if I throw down a couple grenades or whatever, or enemies are just massively... Okay, I wasn't in the vendor. As I was saying, when you throw down grenades or whatever, or are being attacked by enemies, when you go in the vendor, and they blow up, you will take a, bit of knockback, but inside the vendor, you have infinite HP and an infinite shield. Now, this one I feel pretty dumb about. You guys told me in the comments when I did the shiny farming video that Kala's Harbinger of Annihilating Death is long for C-H-A-D. Chad. This guy's name is Chad. I feel so dumb for not knowing that, so thank you guys for telling me about that. Very cool reference, and I think I'm going to start calling him that from now on. Because reading out his name is such a mouthful, and why not just shorten it to Chad? I mean, we call the double-penetrating Unkempt Herald the Deepa. So much easier. For this one, it might be common knowledge, but I stumbled upon it from playing The Binding of Isaac. There's a card in that game called, well, okay, I'm not going to call the card out. Let's talk about this first. So, you might know there's a firmware called GooJFC, or GooJFC. People just call it the most random things, they don't know how to say it. This actually stands for Get Out of Jail Free Card. GooJFC. Anyways, going back to the Binding of Isaac, I got the Get Out of Jail Free card, which opens any door in the room. And it hit me, I'm like, oh my goodness, is that what the firmware in BL4 stands for? Sure enough, it is. It might be common knowledge, but I think it's pretty cool to know, what it stands for. Alright, this one's pretty useful and a really good trick. So, if you've ever used the Anarchy shotgun, you might know that on kill, or if you empty the mag and reload it, you get a stack. And you can stack it up to 20 times for bonus damage and plus accuracy. But, you know, you have to empty the mag or get a kill. That's kind of, you know, a bit of work to get to. But if you've ever played Borderlands 3, we had this trick in that game, but then they ended up removing it because it was unintended. But hey, it's back in this game. So if you empty the mag fully, let's get all the way to 0. And what we're going to do here is melee right before the reload over and over. And then look down here in the corner. You're going to see I'm going to get stacks of the anarchy. So I'm going to shoot, melee, melee, melee. Yeah, so since we're on 0 mag doing a reload, we're able to stack it for free. And boom, mag stacks. There we go. Very, very cool. So if you're ever using this gun, be sure to try it out. And hey, get your mag stacks even faster and easier. Who doesn't want more damage, right? But a final surprising thing today, I don't know who found this one, but it was kind of blown up on Twitter when the game first came out. So if you come over to this area right here, it's going to be in Terminus range. You're going to find a boat. So we're going to go up here and you're going to find somebody on the boat named Scarlet. That's right. This is a reference to Borderlands 2, Captain Scarlet and her Pirate's Booty DLC. You have a boat and an NPC named Scarlet. Now, I know what you're thinking. Hey, that's not Scarlet. That doesn't look like her at all. Very true. This is just a reference. And it was confirmed by Vanessa. She's the senior level designer from Gearbox. This is a reference to Captain Scarlet. Here's the boat a little bit further away if you want to see it in more detail. Oh, and also there is a bobblehead on top of the boat if you want to grab that. So, yeah, there you go. Get some XP. I'm going to throw a bonus fact in here. So you might notice at the top of the screen in the Elpis map, it's called Elpis Orbital Shatterfield. EOS. Now, this is most likely a reference to the pre-sequel. You fight an enemy at the end of the Claptastic Voyage DLC, but it's highly unlikely it stands for Elpis Orbital Shatterfield. In fact, if I recall, we don't know what it exactly stands for in the pre-sequel. Google AI says enemy of state, but I don't know if I want to trust that. Either way, pretty cool. There is a connection there. Anyways, I think that's going to do it for today, so let me know below in the comments if you guys learned something new, and also let me know if you want to see more of this series in the future. Oh, and if you guys know anything surprising about this game, be sure to comment it down below, and yeah, you might be featured in a future episode. Anyways, thank you guys for watching, have an awesome day, and I will see you in the next video. Peace out.